Have you ever looked up at the full moon and felt something? Something quiet, something deep, like the world is just holding its breath in the stillness. Now imagine this: a peaceful forest bathed in moonlight. The trees are standing tall and silent, the stars are blinking gently above. And there, right in a little clearing, a small hare is sitting on its hind legs, just gazing up at the sky. Not just any rabbit. This hare is different. Known in the forest for his gentle spirit, his soft heart, the kind of friend who listens more than he talks. The one who gives up the last bite of a mango, even though he was really looking forward to it. On this particular full moon night, he's not alone. By his side are 3 of his closest friends: an otter, a jackal, and a monkey. They're just sitting there together, enjoying the calm, maybe feeling that quiet buzz you sometimes get on sacred nights. See, in their land, the full moon isn't just a pretty view. It's sacred, a time to practice charity, virtue, to give from the heart. And so these 4 friends, animals, yes, but animals with wisdom, they make a pact. Tomorrow, they say, if any traveler or holy person passes through our forest, we'll give them whatever we have, the best we can find. Now, they didn't say this to show off. They weren't trying to earn any points. They just felt it. That urge we all sometimes feel to be part of something good, to offer kindness when the world feels a little too cold. What they didn't know, especially our little hare, is that this promise, this beautiful intention, was about to be tested in a way no one could have imagined. So, the next morning arrives. A soft mist lifts from the forest floor and sunlight filters down through the leaves like gold. Our 4 friends wake up, stretch out, and remember their vow. Each of them heads off to find something they can offer. The otter dives into the river. He's a strong swimmer, fast and playful. He gathers some fish he'd been saving. Not the leftovers, no, the good stuff, his best catch. And when he lays it out on the riverbank, he smiles. This, he thinks, this might really help someone. The jackal, well, he trots off into the woods. Now, he's got a bit of a reputation, tricksterish, but his heart's in the right place. He manages to find a small lizard and, strangely enough, a clay pot of curds someone must have left behind at a camp. He sniffs them and thinks, hey, it's not much, but it's something. And off he goes, tail wagging. The monkey, he's all energy. He swings from tree to tree, singing a little tune, plucking the ripest, juiciest mangoes from high branches. He picks only the best, the kind that drips sweet juice down your chin when you bite in. He's glowing with joy, thinking of the smile it might bring someone. And then there's the hare. Now, the hare doesn't climb or hunt or swim. He does what he's always done. He forages. But this time, all he finds is grass. Just plain grass. The stuff he eats every day. Nothing special. Nothing a human could eat. He sits down, holding the blades in his little paws, and sighs. This won't help anyone, he whispers. And right then, that heavy feeling starts creeping in. The kind that says, you're not enough. You didn't do enough. It's not true, of course, but in that moment, the hare feels it deeply. He wants so badly to give something meaningful. And yet, he has nothing. or so he thinks. That afternoon, a figure appears on the forest path. A wandering beggar, or so he seems. But you and I know the twist. This isn't just any traveler. This is the deity Saka, also known as Indra, in disguise. He's come to test these creatures' hearts. Not to punish, not to trick, just to see. The beggar walks up to the otter. The otter bows, offers his fish. Here, kind sir, may this fill your belly. Then the jackal. Please, take this. It's all I could find today. Then the monkey. These mangoes are sweet and ripe. I hope you enjoy them. And finally, the hare. The little hare bows, ears low, voice quiet. Sir, I'm so sorry. I only eat grass, and, well, it's no use to you. But if you're truly hungry, if you have nothing else, please build a fire. I offer you my body, freely with love.
Yeah, just like that. No hesitation, no drama, no look at me moment. Just simple, clear, breathtaking generosity. Now, the beggar, Saka in disguise, looks at the small creature and asks, "Are you sure, little one? You would give your life for me, a stranger?" And the hare, shaking a little but still calm, says softly, "Yes, I only wish I had more to give." Saka is silent. The forest, it feels like it's holding its breath. The fire is lit, and the hare leaps. And before he touches the flames, something miraculous happens. Saka catches him mid-air, gently, carefully. The fire disappears. In its place, just cool, fragrant sandalwood ashes. And in that moment, the deity reveals his true form, radiant, glowing, godlike. The hare blinks, dazed. "You have passed the test," Saka says. "Your heart shines brighter than 1,000 stars. You gave everything without expecting anything. That is true virtue." So what happens next? Saka, full of admiration, tells the hare, "Your compassion should be remembered for all time." And with a wave of his divine hand, he reaches up to the full moon and carves the outline of the hare into its glowing face. Your image should shine down on the world to remind everyone of the power of generosity. And that's why, if you've ever looked closely at the moon, especially on a clear night, you might see a shape there. Not a man in the moon, but a hare, sitting peacefully, watching, reminding. The hare, still humble as ever, just says, "I only did what I thought was right." He returns to the forest, loved by his friends, never boasting. But his story, well, it never stopped being told. Okay, now let's bring this into our world. You might be thinking, that's a beautiful tale, but I'm not expected to jump into a fire to prove my kindness, right? Right, of course not. But here's the thing. Every day, life gives us tiny moments, little fires, where we're asked, can we give something even when it's hard? Our time, our attention, our comfort. Can we give when we're tired, when no one's watching, when it feels like no one will thank us? The hare didn't give to be remembered. He gave because he cared. And that is the real teaching. You see it in the nurse who stays late to comfort a patient, in the person who gives up their seat for a stranger, in the friend who listens, really listens, even when they've got their own problems. Generosity doesn't always look heroic. Sometimes it's quiet, small, even inconvenient. But it matters, and it ripples. just like the hare sacrifice rippled through the heavens, our everyday acts of kindness, the kind that ask us to stretch a little, they ripple too. They warm someone's heart, they soften someone's fear. They remind others that love is still alive in this world. So, the next time you look up at the moon, maybe you'll remember this little story. The selfless hare. A small creature with a heart so big it reached the gods. And maybe, just maybe, it'll inspire you to give a little more even when you feel like you don't have much to offer. Because sometimes the simplest gifts, time, love, compassion, are the most sacred of all. Thanks for listening to the Wisdom Mind podcast. I'm so glad you joined me for this story. If it touched something in you, maybe share it with someone you love, or just carry its message with you into your day. Until next time, may you see clearly, give generously, and walk gently under the same moonlit sky.